Oh my goodness, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is Hal Rudnick. I am your pal Hal. We are live on Backchannel. That's right. And it is 11:02 a.m. on the West Coast here in the home office, Los Angeles, California. Going to be with you till 1 p.m. Going to be a 2-hour joyride. That's right. It is 2:02 on the East Coast. Going to be with you till 4 p.m. 1:02 in Omaha, Nebraska. Going to be with you till 3 p.m. there. 7:02 in London, England. We will be with you until 9 p.m. And I appreciate you hanging out. And yeah, we are going to be here for 2 hours, and we will be talking about a little bit of news. World War III, is it starting? I mean, I was just talking to my pal Anthony Davis, hosting the wonderful Anthony Davis show that precedes us here, and we're saying, yeah, it's the elephant in the room. How can you not talk about what is happening in the world right now in Ukraine, Russia, this invasion, this unprovoked aggression against a sovereign nation. Just, real sad state of affairs. But you know what? We're going to talk a little bit about that. But I can't do a show. I can't do a show without nonsense. There's still going to be hijinks, shenanigans, goofs, gags. Listen, sometimes you gotta laugh to save from crying. And today, we're gonna keep goofing around. Okay, so a little bit of news. There's gonna be pop culture. Yeah, there's gonna be talk. We're still gonna have snack talk. Okay, I want to know what you're snacking on. I want to know if you're sipping a beverage. I want to know what you're sipping on. Are you sipping on sweet tea? Are you sipping on coffee? Or are you sipping on gin and juice? Let me know. And the show is 100% better. It's markedly better. 100%, that's like... But the show is way, way better when you guys participate in the stuff that we have going on here. So, a couple different ways you can participate in the show. You can talk to your smart device and send us messages that way. So here's what you do. You get your smart device's attention, use the magic word say, and then you say anything after that. So smart device, say, I'm drinking a venti coffee from Starbucks. Smart device, say, I am drinking smart water. Smart device, say, I'm sipping on gin and juice. All right? Listen. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Or you can go to YouTube and chat with us there. Or go to backchannel.tv and you can chat with us there. And you can also leave a review of the Your Pal Hal show. So you can say, I like the show, but there's a little too much beverage talk. Or like the show, but we need more beverage talk. Or Hal hits the sweet spot with just the right amount of beverage talk. Well, by the way, when I bring my hand up in here, I realize something that I just remind myself of something I've known for a very, very long time. I've got hairy hands, all right? There's no way around that. But I was... It makes me think of something funny the other day. Someone was delivering like a Postmates delivery or something, and he had a tattoo of, it looked like an infant, so probably his infant child on his hand, like literally on his hand. First off, that's probably a painful spot to get a tattoo. But my main point was, if I was to get a person's face tattooed on my hand, it would look like that, like the person would look like a wolf man. Like if I got my infants, like if I had a child if and when I have a child, I get the child's face tattooed on my hand, it will look like Wolf Baby. It will absolutely look like a hairy little baby. Shout out to some folks hanging in the chat today. We got Sebastian in the house. Sebastian, yes, Sebastian coming to us all the way from Japan. I like it. Stacy, our good friend Stacy in Texas says, not enough beverage talk. Right on. Stacy's drinking a soda. What kind of soda are you drinking, Stacy? Stacy, my favorite soda. Okay. I drink a lot of soda when I go to the movie. When I go to the movies, I'll buy sodas, and usually I will get a cherry Coke Zero. Uh, uh, Sebastian saying I'm hilarious and I appreciate that. Like that's what I'm here for. Oh, now Sebastian says I love you. Well, Sebastian, I think we just met, but you know what? I appreciate that. You know what? I'll just say it. I love you too. I love everybody out there. And Sebastian, appreciate you listening. Keep smiling. All right, keep smiling. So, oh yeah, Stacy, Dr. Pepper. Stacy, I am here for the Dr. Pepper. I like some Dr. Pepper. Edward just joined the party. Appreciate you being here, Edward. And Sebastian, good to see you. Good to see you in the house. And folks, we're gonna be on this 2 hour joyride, and we could not make this journey without our trusty producer. Got his hands on the controls. Producer Travis.
Hello.
What is happening? What's going on? I haven't seen you in anything happen in the world since I last saw you, Travis?
Pretty quiet if you ask me. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, not if
Sure.
you live in Kyiv. Not
No,
quiet.
no.
Literally.
I walked into the main house yesterday evening, and my
Yeah.
roommate's just staring mouth agape at the news, and I go, "Oh, good.
Yeah,
Oh no.
it
Oh
finally
no."
happened. At least Vlad was polite enough to wait till the Olympics were over.
Yeah, no, real stand-up guy in that regard.
Yeah, real stand-up guy.
Yeah. So, as I heard you say earlier, it's difficult but important to keep some sense of levity, not about the situation, but just in general, lest we crumble under the weight of our own despair.
Heck yeah. You know what? My just having a positive, whether it's a positive attitude or just being able to laugh at things. I mean, that got me through a lot of tough times when I was when I was a kid, when I was a little doofus as opposed to a full-grown doofus like I am now. Uh, Travis, any other news from your neck of the woods? What have you been up to?
I mean, honestly, just kind of trying to do my due diligence on the situation in Ukraine, and trying to make sure I understand to the best of my ability what's sort of going on, because it's been one of those things that it's been a gestating issue for like close to a decade now, give or take, and long before that, but one that we've been acutely aware of over here. So it's like, okay, so what's happening now? And it's been
what have you learned, Travis? What have you learned?
I've learned that I think I may have said this earlier in the week, but I really feel for the president of Ukraine. He was just like a comedian and an actor that was, in fact, on a show about just a normal guy getting elected president, who was then elected president. And like, granted, not to say that it's not like anybody, forced him to do it, but I really do feel for and appreciate the kind of, at least in this situation, orator and public speaker he is, because that sort of address of the nation was pretty well put together. Not to say he wrote it, but just a big respect for a people person in charge.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like this was not in the job description, or
No.
maybe it was. Maybe it was like, oh, and there's a remote chance that X, Y, or Z could happen, and then it's like, oh crap,
It's
here
like
we are.
it's like becoming the GM of like the Kings.
Well, no, you know what you're in for then.
Actually, there's a track
You,
record there. Pelicans? I don't know. Some team.
no,
There's
no,
a metaphor here.
I think you know what. I don't know. It's like marrying a psychopath. Like you think you're in for, like, oh, this person's not a psycho, and then it's like, oh no, or yeah, I don't know what it is. Russia, I feel, is like an analogy I might make is like an ex, like your ex who's a stalker,
Oh
and
God.
like they won't. I don't want. I'm not trying to trivialize the situation because
Oh
people's
no
very
no no no!
lives
This is not
are
trivial.
yeah. But yeah, your ex who like won't take no for an answer and is trying to get into your house with a weapon
And maybe shows
and is
up
in your yeah.
behind you in a Prius on the date that you're on and shines the headlights really bright when you're outside of her house at like 3 in the morning in like a calm Berkeley neighborhood, and then makes a huge scene.
Travis, that sounds a little too detailed to just be a random thought right now.
No, that's an idiom, right? That's everybody knows that.
No, Travis, is this a story that you can elaborate on, or would you rather move on?
I mean, that certainly did happen. The story itself
Oh
would
boy.
take, if you ever need like 20 minutes to kill.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I
So,
got you covered. But I'm happy to
okay.
share details if there's anybody if
No,
you have any
no, that
specifics.
I'm sorry that happened, and I'm glad it's behind you. I'm glad it's behind you.
Me too. I cannot, ignore the idea that there is a certain level of complicitness in any situation. Everything's a two-way street, but that was a long 3 months.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow, 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 wow. Edward joining us. Hi, Edward. Good to see you here. Stacy likes details, by the way. Stacy also likes Dr. Pepper and pepperoni pizza. Oh, baby, that's now you're speaking my language. Let's shout out the other folks who are in the chat right now, by the way. Cole, what is up? Cole coming to us from South Kakalaki, South Carolina. J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez in New York. Nathan and sometimes see Bella in Northern Virginia. Sunny in Indiana. It's always sunny in Indiana when Sunny's in Indiana. Chandler, Stacy in Texas, Verona in New Hampshire. What's the Shakespearean line about Verona? Two ladies from Verona.
Hey, look at those two ladies from Verona.
I might be
No?
paraphrasing there. Deborah McIntosh, Gliss, what is up? Amanda in Vermont, Steve in California, and Gliss, so nice, is listed twice. All right, Travis, every day you and I, we embark on a journey into the Twitter sphere. We wade into the Twitterverse. We check out some trending topics. Trending topics on Twitter. That's right. So let's jump in and see what people are talking about. And, just a little bit more. We're going to continue on with some of this stuff going on in Ukraine. If you haven't heard, Russia has started a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, and there's bombing, there's soldiers parachuting out of the sky. They've taken the a Ukrainian airport outside of Kiev, the capital. They've taken Chernobyl, and yeah, it is a an a ongoing situation, and like who knows what it might possibly lead to. Yeah, so Grass Puddle chiming in, our friend Grass Puddle, with a timely reference to the film Red Dawn, which you know, Grass Puddle, if you're like me, you love like the 80s Red Dawn with Patrick Swayze, Jennifer Grey. Before Dirty Dancing, they were in Red Dawn. C. Thomas Howell, and a lot of young actors taking up arms against a Soviet invasion in the United States, Red Dawn. I never saw the remake. It was remade in the 2000s. But yeah, there was, and people were tweeting about Red Dawn. Yeah, Rob Schaefer. Likes some Red Dawn. Wolverines. So people were tweeting about Red Dawn because Travis, if you could, yeah, I hear you, Grass Puddle. Travis, if you could bring up the picture and maybe some tweets regarding the Russian air like paratroopers coming down, because that is literally what happened in the movie Red Dawn. Like America was descended upon by these Soviet troops. And bada boom, bada bing, here we are, 2022, Ukraine. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Although this is not a listen. If you are the weather girls and you want to find hunka man meat, man, just like some dudes in your general vicinity. Raining men is a good thing. If you're a sovereign nation being invaded by a superpower, raining men no bueno. Okay, not good. Yeah, it was raining men. The paratroopers were coming down, and yeah, the remake was North Korea instead of Russia. I think it was. I think they initially, for the remake of Red Dawn, I believe they were going to go with China, but then China balked at that, so they flipped it and went with North Korea. There we go. Like, how frightening is that? Like, how do you feel if you open the window and you see this crap going on? Jeepers creepers. Yikes. Paratroopers descending. Oh my goodness! So Russian military paratroopers land in Ukraine, and yeah, just straight out of Red Dawn. Like I remember, like they're in the classroom and they're looking and they're like, what? What's happening? Yeah. So that among other things, the bombing throughout, people in bomb shelters. Travis.
Important update. Apparently, that video is from a 2018 Russian military exercise and is being sort of kicked around as saying, hey, that didn't really happen.
Gotcha. Listen,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm easily duped and easily scooped. Okay. So yeah, but maybe. So are there paratroopers?
Lord
Landing?
knows if there are, but that certainly isn't them. That video is not of the paratroopers.
Gotcha. By the way, always good to make a Raining Men reference either way.
Worth it.
And Rob Schaefer points out Raining Men, a great song written by Paul Schaefer. No relation. Paul Schaefer, the longtime band leader of the David Letterman show. Very good, very good. Also, regarding the news coverage, I was watching some CNN last night as the tanks started rolling in, the missiles started flying, etc. And there was it picked up a little viral steam. There was a really poorly timed Applebee's advertisement as sirens going off. It was, I don't know if it was quite like like air raid sirens and then like Applebee's on a date night, like that song, or what it was. Travis, can you find that for a second? Uh, the Applebee's, uh, and you can see it. It's just like there's footage
I'm looking
of.
for it.
Oh yeah, it should be if you just search Applebee's on Twitter, it'll come up. It was trending there. Debbie Butterfield in the house, Travis's mom. We always appreciate having Debbie Butterfield here. So sad that we are at a time where any photos or videos must be scrutinized and researched to verify their authenticity. I mean, yeah, it's like literally like you can say something, you put something out there, and like, okay, is it true? Isn't it true? But
If everyone has a
indeed.
multimedia platform, that means anyone has a multimedia platform.
Yes, yes. All right, so
Anyways,
so there's this video from CNN. We'll talk over, give a little commentary. So they're showing and air raid sirens ringing out in Ukraine capital. A really dramatic moment here. Like this is the S hitting the fan, and a little bit of fried chicken. There you go, Rob Schaefer. Rob Schaefer. Oh my God, yeah. There's a boot scooting dude shaking his derriere while shaking the derriere while the world crumbles. And I saw a meme that like I felt like really typified part of my response. It was a kid being like, he was like this, and it said on it, "I'm kind of tired of living through unprecedented events," and I feel similarly. You know, uh, would would love a little back to normal. Would love a
there
little
was.
back to normal.
Did you happen to catch the weekend's unfortunately timed tweet thread as well?
Oh, no. Hip hop superstar The Weeknd.
Yes.
What do you have to say?
At essentially the same time as the bombings went off the weekend. See if I
Yeah.
can get this to frame correctly. Yeah, there you go. Basically, here's a side-by-side update of Spectator Index giving updates on the invasion as it was beginning in the weekend, tweeting about something he was going to release tomorrow, basically in lockstep by saying, like, as soon as they explosions
Yeah.
being
So
heard,
it's like, yeah. So like the missiles like landed in Ukraine, and Weeknd's like, let's go. It's finally here. It's time. Tomorrow. What a journey. We're finally here. Like the Weeknd, the Weeknd is sounding like Putin's hype man.
yeah, yeah. God.
What up?
Then there was then he had to
Invasion
clean,
2022.
then cleaned himself up.
Did he? Oh, unfortunately, I'm just now seeing what's happening with the conflict, and we'll pause on tomorrow's announcement. I pray for everyone's safety. Okay, good for him.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Listen, like, I think you can't blame him for that. Can't blame him for that.
No, PR snafu.
Just
It happens.
that's just bad timing. That's just bad timing. All right. Also now people are talking about will this embolden President Xi of China to invade Taiwan? Because there's a similar situation with, obviously, this has come under a lot of scrutiny, the conflict between Taiwan and China, and Taiwan wanting to be a separate sovereign nation, and China saying it's Taiwan is part of it, and that is, among other things, has reared itself internationally. Like it's caused ripples in the sports world, in the National Basketball Association, with their Chinese money and people in the league commenting on it and being reprimanded or censored by the league. So, oh yeah, you know what? This place, sometimes it seems like this place, the world, is going to hell in a handbasket. Yeah, China's leaders may be watching Ukraine with an eye on Taiwan. There you go. There you go. And then another ripple effect here, the stock market. The stock market plunged because, and, this like financially, and what you or I may befall financially because of this, it's, it takes a back seat, like, to there are people dying. There are people losing their freedoms, losing like their entire lives, their livelihoods, their homes, the bombing, the freedom. But yeah, it's also going to affect the world markets. It's also going to affect, um, gas prices, inflation, which was already pretty high. Our friend Grasspuddle chiming in, Taiwan is a huge semiconductor industry. The world would be a bit more upset about it. Interesting, interesting. Thank you, Grasspuddle. Yeah, Stacy saying this is some scary stuff. Uh, I want to thank Maria for joining the stream. And here's another good name. I always love it when there's a fun, creative name. Not sure why you're unlocking it to get up. Okay. Odin. Odin joined the stream. Odin, shout out to your son, Thor. Thor, son of Odin. Odin's son. Thor, Odin's son. Thank you for being here, Odin. And appreciate everybody hanging out here on the Your Pal Hal show. Rob Schaefer says, I would be willing to bet mutton chops for a month that if Biden bungles this, China is in harassing Taiwan within the next week. Oh, boy. You know what? I would... we do need... Rob, we do need to make a bet where, like, I grow... like mutton chops versus like we have to figure out something for you. Maybe like a mutton chops for a week versus like we interview you in a toupee or pencil thin mustache or something. We'll figure it out. But I'm not gonna wager. I feel I'd feel a little bit remiss wagering on the world's safety because it's such a real awful situation. Fingers crossed Biden doesn't bungle this thing, and then that the world and NATO does not bungle this, and hopefully we get out of this with as little bloodshed as possible. And yeah, do you want to Travis, can you bring up the stock market crashing and any specifics on that? Is that a trending? I saw that was trending. The just causing the world's markets to crater a little bit. All right, so there's a summary of it, and the Dow Jones just dropping precipitously, and down 413. Travis?
In some text I was reading, it seems that broad stocks across the board are still taking their time to recover, but tech has pretty much already rebounded, and it's a precipitous drop, as you said, but it's not an absolute all-out crash. It's down about 1.2%, which is huge, but not as bad as it could be so far.
Right. And and one other thing, the Vladimir Putin released this statement about everything happening, and he was really putting the threat out there to the rest of the world that if the rest of the world intervenes, he said there would be dire consequences like we've never seen before. And he's like, and then he was just like saying like, I'm strapped. I got the nukes. We got the most modern weapons. So if you want to step in, we're gonna dance. Putin, countries that interfere with Russia will face severe consequences, and he was like severe consequences, the likes of which you've never seen before, and and just for those who are not as familiar as to why this is happening, Ukraine was talking about joining NATO. NATO is sort of a world peacekeeper and often opposes Russia. If Ukraine joined NATO, then NATO forces would be right on Russia's doorstep. Additionally, there's a historical aspect that Putin feels like Ukraine is part of Russia, has been part of Russia. So there's a lot of pride tied in here, and Russian nationalism, and then there's also the Putin does not want this country that's so close to him joining what he sees as a foe, and then there's also ports and commerce involved in Ukraine as well. So it's just a multitude of reasons, but it's pretty crappy because Ukraine is a sovereign nation that they are. So it would be like, you know, at this point it would be like, you know, us invading, Canada or something like that. Canada was never part of the United States, but yeah, it's literally a separate nation from Russia. They are invading. So there you go. Let's see what else is trending. There are other things in the news. Oh, this is okay. This show, and there was a TV show from A&E Network. A&E does a lot of reality shows, and I was kind of a little bit mind boggled and horrified by what happened with this show. The shows it just got canceled. But the fact that it ever made it on the air, or that they were like, "Oh, yeah, we should go on with this," it's kind of horrifying. The show is called, I think, Adults Adopting Adults. Adults Adopting Adults. And just think about that first. Okay, so a full-grown person adopting another. All right, they're kind of intriguing, but also very weird, a little weird, and here's the thing. This show aside, I still stick to my guns in as much as if Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith would like to adopt me, I will gladly become a Smith child. All right? That aside, this show seemed to be essentially enabling predators and predatory behavior. Do you have something there, Travis, so we can take? Do you have a picture on this? Do we have eyes on this? There we go. Adults adopting adults. Less than 24 hours after publishing this article, A&E has scrubbed adults adopting adults from its platforms. They have not released any statement or indicated whether or not the show will return. There's the article. Do you want to click on that article? Andrew McLean, welcome back, Andrew. Don't get entangled with her. Oh, with Jada. Well, I would like to sit down and for a little red table talk and just tell it like it is. I'll sit down. I would love to sit down at the red table. Travis, are you familiar with the red table talk? Producer Travis, any familiarity with the red table and red table talk?
Only cursory. Only when it was at the peak of meme.
Oh, sure. Where when Will sat down with Jada and she said she stepped out on him with another man.
Yep.
Jada's mom and Willow and many celebs and all sorts of folks, they'll sit down and just hash it out at the red table. We're gonna get into the nitty gritty at the red table. You're gonna talk about intimacy at the red table. All right? Sometimes you don't go there, but if you're sitting at the red table, you're gonna go there. All right? It's a safe space to go there. That's what the red table is. You feel me, Travis?
I feel you.
All right.
I understand now. I get it.
Let's take a
Finally
look at
get
this.
it.
Let's take a look at this article. So we're watching human trafficking, said one viewer. Wow. So yeah, this show had this guy, and I think it's the guy in the tie-dyed shirt. Can we see this? Can we see this person? Yeah, yeah. I watched the trailer for the show. Horrifying. All right, so let's read this article. Yeah, not exactly lighthearted here. Not exactly a fun reality show. There a little bit dark, or a lot of bit dark. There is certainly no short. Okay, they misspelled there, right out of the gate. That's like they use the possessive there as opposed to THERE. They did THEIR. You know what? I'm going to move past it. I'm going to breathe and move past it. There is certainly no shortage of shocking reality shows that have made their way into mainstream culture, from Teen Mom to Sister Wives. Most viewers of the genre believed they had seen it all until A&E Network waded into the waters of the reality frenzy with their new series, Adults Adopting Adults. One could easily presume the title alone gives the premise of the show away, and to an extent, it certainly does. It centers around adults, often seniors, who are undergoing the process of legally adopting a younger adult for a variety of reasons. One lady wants to find a substitute for her estranged mother so that her children have grandparents. Another older couple plans on adopting a woman who explicitly declares that her primary motivation is financial security. Okay, but the storyline that has sent the internet denizens to social media in utter horror, yeah, the grammar there is low. Is that of Danny and Christy Huff of Chillicothe, Ohio. Danny, who is 59, met Ilana, a 20-year-old homeless pregnant woman from Austria, on the internet and began an independent relationship with her. Although Danny's wife, Christy, confesses that he had been a chronic cheater in the past, she has begrudgingly gone along with this discomforting desire to adopt the young woman and move her halfway across the world to live with them in their modest and very rural home. From the very start, this part of the series, featuring the Huffs and their intended adoptee Alana, sent up red flags to the viewers who found Danny's fascination with the girl distressing, labeling him creepy and disturbing. And it is. Danny has no interest in the fact that his wife is emotionally devastated by his preoccupation with the young woman. So basically, this is predatory behavior. This is nightmarish. He's quote unquote adopting this woman, but he has feelings for her and he has cheated in the past. And I had read that there was potentially another situation involving an adoption and then him getting feelings for this person, feelings beyond those of parental love. And you are enabling. So essentially, this show was enabling a predator. And they've pulled the show, they've yanked it down, and it's just really a nightmarish that they would keep making this show. And that it took this long and this much of an outcry for A&E to do it. Can we see the rest of the article there, Travis? So Danny has. I'll just finish this here. Danny has no interest in the fact that his wife is emotionally devastated by his preoccupation with the young woman who she refers to as the stranger in my house. While she tries to feign support, she sneaks off to the car where she weeps, confessing to viewers that she doubts the intentions of her husband are noble or paternal or even platonic. Yeah. Christy spends each of the 3 episodes that have aired carrying bags for her husband and his new quote-unquote daughter, sitting in the back seat of their car as her husband drives the young girl to doctor's appointments and to shop for baby clothes, and is given instruction to cater to her in his absence, given that he works as a truck driver and is gone for long stretches of time. Christie's mental health is jarring to watch as the world witnesses Danny gaslight her into going along with the fantasy and staying complicit with it. Yeah, so not only is his behavior predatory, but it's emotionally abusive. But that's, I think there's one thing we can agree on. Many, many reality shows emotionally abusive. So yeah, so this is terrible. Adults adopting adults. It really was just kind of a bad idea that was worse in practice. A kind of a bad idea that is worse in practice. I made a little list here of some other potentially bad some like really bad reality shows that would be like about as bad as this adults adopting adults. Okay. One, make a human a pet. Make a human a pet. Two, assembling a child army. Assembling a child army. Three, maybe it was a little late. I was a little groggy when I wrote this. I don't even know what this means. Pork chop underpants. Pork chop underpants. I mean, all I know is that would be bad in practice. Grandparent spouse swap. Grandparent spouse swap. I mean, listen, if you live in a senior living facility or senior community and what you want to do behind closed doors, that's on you. But yeah, I think grandparent spouse swap, not a great idea for a show. Baby rodeo clowns. Baby rodeo clown. Like, here's the thing: you put a baby in a rodeo, that baby's going to get tossed up in the air, trampled. Not baby rodeo clowns, no bueno. Although a baby in clown makeup, that I think we could all agree that would be adorable. I think that would be adorable. But a baby trying to perform the duties of a rodeo clown, I don't think that's wise. Adults murdering adults. So instead of adults adopting adults, yeah, adults murdering it, that would be bad. Hunting humans for sport. No, the most dangerous game should be reserved for movies and TV shows, not reality. Okay, and then finally, one more bad idea reality show. I just came up with an alt title for adults adopting adults: enabling a predator. Enabling a predator. There you go. What a terrible idea and nightmarish results for A&E. And good thing they yanked this off the air because just nightmarish. Debbie Butterfield brings up the fact that, yeah, many reality shows are scripted completely, like just orchestrated, and they write out beats and they say, go do this, and then they get another take and all sorts of stuff. Like all right, let's, that real reality moment, can you say that again? Can we shoot that again? Can we reshoot that scene? Yeah, that's... most reality shows are not reality. That's a very true. I've lived it. I have friends and family members who have worked in the reality industry, so that is absolutely true. It is 11:46 here on the West Coast in the home office, Los Angeles, California, and you are live on Backchannel with me, Hal Rudnick, and this is the Your Pal Hal Show. And Mitt Romney was right, but still a dweeb, chimes in on in the chat. Say what you will about Trump, but he was too crazy for Putin to try this on his watch. I don't think that's the case. I think he knew Trump was a patsy, and he would never send in the military support for NATO, Trump withdrew from NATO. Trump didn't want to, he wanted to be on his own. He was such an isolationist, and largely because Putin had dirt on him. And Trump had a lot of debts, and he did not want that to come out. So yeah, Putin played Trump like a harp from hell, to quote Batman. I think what is that? Was that Danny DeVito or Jack Nicholson? I played him like a harp from hell. I think that's Danny DeVito's Penguin. I know Rob Schaefer or someone will probably set the record straight there. I want to shout out some folks in the stream. Maria in Ohio, thanks for being here. Hater joined the stream. Axel, welcome to the party. Angry Siri in the diapers. You know what? Love a good diaper reference. Gian joined the stream. Gian, welcome. Let's see. We got some more trending topics here. And also trending. Oh, so every day we talk about, every day is a day. You know what I mean? Every day is a day. So nowadays, it's always National Blank Day, National Hug a Stranger Day, National High Five Your Grandpa Day, National Pen and Pencil Day, National Cheeseburger Day, National Cupcake Day, National Binge Watch a TV Show Day, National Ride in a Bicycle Day. Today's no different, folks. Today is a day. Some of these days are like, what? Or is there really enough interest? And some of these days are worthwhile. Today is National Chili Day. National Chili. Oh, there's a big old pot of chili. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Travis?
That was the Penguin. That was Danny DeVito's Penguin. There was a secret taped message that Michael Keaton's Batman played over the PA at a campaign rally that showed him saying, "I played this city like a harp from hell."
Very nice. Thank you, Travis. Travis coming in with the details and the facts. Rob Schaefer says, Hal, that doesn't make sense to me. Putin invaded Ukraine when Biden was VP, and Biden did nothing. So he was emboldened by Biden doing nothing as president. Yeah, you're talking about the annexation of Crimea. Yeah, I mean, I think that was, the Obama administration. So I think there could be multiple factors at play here. But I think, having, Trump, not only was Trump compromised, but he also praised Putin endlessly publicly. Like, Trump, his idea of diplomacy was cozying up to dictators, despots, autocrats, and I think that emboldens and puts the world in that much more of a dangerous place, in my opinion. But listen. I don't work for the state. I don't work for the State Department. I'm just a goofball. Talking from my perspective. So but that is true. Very true, Rob. That Crimea was annexed under the Obama administration. So back to National Chili Day. Let's see what is trending under that hashtag National Chili Day. Superb chili and toppings, National Chili Day. Today is National Chili Day. Chili is the ultimate family food and the ultimate cook-off dish. Family recipes are guarded like crown jewels, and the secret ingredients are never spoken of above a whisper. The debates about what makes true chili, beans or no beans. Time for a bowl. There you go. This one has meat and beans. I like it. Oh, yeah, I would. I love a good bowl of chili. In fact, there used to be a restaurant in the greater Los Angeles area called Chili My Soul. Chili My Soul. And yeah, it's an unusual name, but it was a chili restaurant, okay? There are actually two chili restaurants, so I'm going to talk about Chili My Soul first. Chili My Soul was amazing. You would go there, and every day they had like 5 to 10 different types of chili. And you could get beef chili, chicken chili, turkey chili, vegetarian chili, hot spicy chili, mild chili, like so many, like a chili, like with a more of a verde thing, like so many chilies, and then the toppings. Ooh wee! This place, Chili My Soul, the toppings were so good. They had like all sorts of cheeses, all sorts of just onions, spices, and then also one thing that I had never listen. I had not experienced this, but it was actually pretty darn tasty. Chocolate, like a dark chocolate to put into the chili. It was unusual. I had never experienced anything like it, and sadly, the proprietor of the restaurant passed away a little untimely, and Chili My Soul went bye bye. Chili My Soul closed down. There's another chili restaurant in Burbank, California, called Chili John's. Chili John's. And Chili John's, it's a cool spot. The chili's pretty good. But the restaurant has such an old timey vibe. It looks like when you walk into that restaurant, it looks like you walked right into the 1950s, like the old timey, like big chrome clock on the wall, the lunch counter that like fills up the whole place, and it's only seats around a lunch counter, and very very old timey, and so Chili John's worth the experience. Although I really like Chili John's, I would eat some. You know what? Maybe I'll go. You know what? I might need to take a little pilgrimage over to Chili John's. But I did order it for some coworkers once, and they said it did not. Well, at least one, maybe two said, yeah, did not quite agree with me, and so yeah, there's that. There's that. But I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Rob Schaefer chiming in, dark chocolate, traditional to put in a Mexican style chili. I put it in my chili when I make it. Very nice. Grass Puddle says Impossible or Beyond Meat in chili is a good meat replacement. I hear you on that. And to that, I have used Impossible and Beyond crumbles mixed with tomato sauce just to make a nice kind of spaghetti bolognese. So I feel you on that, Grass Puddle. And oh yeah, Rob Schaefer, more chili talk. Last week it was about 60 here in Omaha. Nice. I made some chili and put it on the patio. Took a picture of it and sent it to my wife, saying, "It's a little chilly out." Oh, come on, Rob. I like it. I like it. And and also we have another one of Travis's friends joining the chat, Saeed. Saeed, thanks for being here. Vumnyo. Vumnyo. And National Domino's Pizza Day is in the house. Robbie in Massachusetts. Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, let's see. Are there any other good tweets for National Chili Day? Are there any more mouthwatering pictures of chili, cheese, anything to make me hungry or hangry? Or is there anything like chili sacrilege? Or just any pictures of chili? No one. Cinnamon's talking about chili. Oh, Cincinnatians. Cincinnati. I'm down for Cincinnati. Skyline chili. It's basically just chili over spaghetti. And I'm all for it. I am all for it. House of Pies House of Pies in Los Angeles. They do it. Oh, Cincinnati Reds. Is it lunchtime yet? National Chili Day. So I mean, I would get all up in that. I would get all up in some chili with cheese. Oh, on a hot dog, a chili dog. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, is that a chili dog or is that just Skyline? Is that just like a sloppy Joe kind of deal? You want to click on Skyline Chili? It's their day. They're verified. Let's see what Skyline Chili has to say. Skyline Chili, the official Twitter page. Yeah, it's just chili. Oh, crackers. I like putting some crackers or some chips, crumbling them up into my chili. Yum. I'm into that. There's a bearded guy looking at his chili. Uh, right. Oh, who's that? Jason Mewes? No, it's not Jason Mewes from Jay and Silent Bob.
No, that's a member of FC Cincinnati.
It looks like Jason Mewes though.
Looks like Jason Mewes. Yeah.
Uh,
We got some Skyline merch. Skyline merch
oh
drop.
yeah.
These
You know
actually,
what?
this is pretty cool.
Right?
That's not
Hell
bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would rock that Skyline gear for
Absolutely.
sure. Now there it is. Now I'm hungry. Now I'm hungry for chili. That's it.
Don't blame you.
All right. Also in the news. So we've talked a bit on the show about the Canadian convoy in Ottawa. In Ottawa, they clogged the main arteries, so you couldn't get in and out of the city, or and some of the main with the trucks, the big trucks for the Freedom Convoy over vaccine mandates and everything. Well, some would be quote unquote patriots are doing that here in the United States, and you know what? But it's not quite. They didn't get quite the turnout, and you know what? I, for one, wish they'd stop it and go away. Let's bring up this thread or this article. I think there was a link there. The U.S. truckers embark on a cross-country drive toward Washington, D.C. to protest coronavirus restrictions. You know, so right now, here's the thing. People are pulling the mask mandates in a lot of places, and even some of the vaccine mandates in a lot of places are being rolled back as Omicron fades. And there's talk of it. There's talk of New York City rolling back vaccine. Listen, no more Maxine mandates. You are not going to mandate that I hang out with that girl Maxine. The vaccine mandates are potentially going to be rolled back soon in New York. Indoor mask mandates are going to be ending here in Los Angeles. So it's happening, but and yeah, most U.S. states are already here, as it says in this article. Most U.S. states are already easing some COVID restrictions. In California, where the truckers' convoy begins, universal mask requirements were lifted last week, while masks for vaccinated people are required only in high-risk areas such as public transit, schools, and healthcare settings. So it's like, this is just a political stunt by a bunch of Trumpers, basically, and it's not helping anything. It's just enabling loudmouths, and kind of a bummer. You want to scroll through any more of this freedom, quote unquote, freedom convoy? Taking a cue from demonstrations that paralyzed Canada's capital city, Ottawa, for weeks, U.S. truckers plan to embark on a 2,500-mile cross-country drive towards D.C. to protest COVID-19 restrictions. And here's the thing. Okay, we already have supply chain problems. There's already, there's already, gridlock, and this is just helping literally no one. Thanks for not just nothing, less than nothing. You know what? Take it to the truck stop, pal. Take it to the truck stop. Hit the road, Jack. All right. So there you go. What I was seeing, though, the turnout, like not even substantial enough to make a lick of difference. So, yeah, truckers, come on, please, give it a rest. Give it a rest. This is, yeah, that's it. Don't care for it. Not helping anybody. And the so many of the protocols for the pandemic are already easing. And there you go. All right, those are our trending topics. It's 12:02 here in the home office, Los Angeles, California. We're taking you up till 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Pacific time. Taking you up till 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in Omaha, Nebraska, home of Rob Schaefer, attorney at law, the official attorney of the Your Pal Hal Show. And we'll take you up till 9 p.m. in London, England. Now, every day we find a Twitter account, a hashtag, a trending topic to go down the rabbit hole with a little bit. And today is no different. And we're going to take a look at one of my favorite fast casual restaurants, Chipotle. Chipotle. I remained loyal to Chipotle even when they had that whole kerfuffle about people getting sick at Chipotle. I still went. Because I guess that none of the stuff that I ordered was apparently contaminated. So I was careful. Maybe I took a couple weeks off. Maybe I took a couple weeks off there. But listen, I'm a Chipotle guy. All right, sue me. But do not consider this an endorsement. This is not a paid endorsement of Chipotle and any of the products I talk about on this show, whether it's Mariani almonds or Dairy Queen or Ticonderoga pencils. I am not paid to endorse these products, but that I'm not saying that I would not accept payment to endorse them. I beg of any of these products that are watching, please advertise on the Your Pal Hal Show. Not only will I sing your praises, but I will excoriate verbally your competition, and I will figuratively crap all over them. So, Mariani almonds, I will curse the name of Blue Diamond almonds. Dairy Queen, I will shake my fist at Baskin Robbins. Ticonderoga pencils, I will spit upon a non-Ticonderoga pencil. I can't think of a name of another pencil. You don't even need me, Ticonderoga. You've got the market cornered so much. Chipotle, I will shake my head ruefully at Baja Fresh. Oh, Baja. Bah! More like Bah Humbug Fresh. Baja Fresh, more like Baja Spoiled. Bam! I would drop those kind of verbal assaults. All right? So I beg for anyone to be our sponsor. All right, let's take a look at Chipotle tweets. Chipotle tweets. There it is. There it is. Oh, yeah. Simple, elegant Chipotle. Cultivate a better world. All right, Chipotle, be the change, be the change. 1 million followers, but only following 19. Would you click on that, Travis? I'd like to see the 19 people that Chipotle's following. All right, who is it? Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay. Dream. Is that is Dream a K-pop band? So or a DJ? I'm not sure. Don't worry about it. Uh, all right. Still don't know. All good. Uh, and I saw BTS there. Yep, BTS. Mega K-pop boy band. CD Lamb, the wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. Very good. Carhartt, also followed by Chipotle. Carhartt clothing and gear. All right. Casey Musgraves, country sensation. Roblox. Is Roblox uh, is Roblox like a Lego kind of thing? I'm not sure. Don't
It's
need
a
to know. Oh,
video
yeah.
game akin
Oh,
to
gotcha.
Minecraft, but for a younger audience.
Very good. Thank you, Travis. Ninja, the gaming streamer, Farmlink Project. Drew Holderbach. Uh, 21 Pilots. That's another band. TikTok, they follow. Shay Mitchell. Young Farmers. Zara. Justin Bieber, the Biebs. Addison Ray. Uh, Josh Hart, is that basketball player Josh Hart? Uh, Stefan Thomas, Bitcoin. Was that it? There you go. Those are all right. That's an exclusive company. That's you know what? File that under hashtag goals for me to maybe one day be followed by Chipotle. That is some rarefied air. All right, so what is Chipotle tweeting about to their 1 million followers? 22222. Manifest someone who will know your Chipotle order by heart. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Hey, Travis. Let me ask you this. I know you heavily mess with Mexican food. Do you ever find yourself at a Chipotle?
I used to. I really did. Multiple times a week. They were such a staple of my diet from
At,
God.
okay, so used to. Are you just
Used to.
done? Are you done?
I'm done. The third time I
Wow.
got sick off it in the span of like a year, I was like,
No.
nah, we're done. You're done.
No.
Yeah, it was real bad. And, not only the concerns in the general health sphere of like legit outbreaks, but I think there was just a marked drop in quality, at least at the Chipotles that were my haunts, so to speak. I remember
Damn.
the last time, it was like September 2016. I was like, all right, we're going to give it a go. And I was like, that was terrible. That's it. I'm out.
No.
Yeah. And it was, I mean,
Damn.
yeah, I agree. I was a week, I had they were a staple of my
Yeah.
diet, an absolute staple. Because I was on the run a lot, doing a lot of theater, doing a lot of comedy stuff, and working out a lot. And it's like, here's just a mound of food for a reasonable adjacent price
Yeah.
that I can just have and it's done. And like, that's the big meal of the day. And to lose that, to not be able to depend on that anymore, it really threw me for
Oh
a loop.
yeah. If you've gotten sick, like fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me three times, it's like,
Get
yeah,
out of my
never
life.
Chipotle again. Never
Yeah.
Chipotle again.
Yeah.
Listen. I'm sorry for drudging up those memories.
Oh, it's okay. Those were the salad days. Well, actually, they were the bowl days, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What was your order there? A burrito bowl?
Whew. It was the burrito bowl. It was white rice, both beans. Because if you go there long enough, you learn the subtle art of like getting more food. Both beans,
Yeah.
like just as a rule, gets you more. So it was white or brown rice, both beans, mild and a little bit hot, and then half chicken and steak, or if it was a particular day, it was double, and then lettuce, and then guacamole on the side sometimes, depending on how hungry / how high rolling I was feeling.
Sure,
It was
sure. Guac's extra. Guac is extra,
Guac's extra.
baby.
Guac's extra.
Oh yeah. Sometimes they're like, "Oh, do you know that guacamole's extra?" And I'm like, "Come on. What do you think? I'm a rookie?"
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. This ain't my first
I've been
Chipotle
going here
rodeo.
longer than you could even have a job.
Yeah,
Things
right.
I almost never
Uh,
spoken.
so, oh, yeah, Chipotle. Oh, guac is extra but worth it, says Grass Puddle. Yes. Yeah, I order a burrito bowl with chicken. That is my
Nice.
order. I've never gotten ill from it. Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
So,
I think so far removed from it too. When I've tried to go back now and then, I'm like, ooh, this is a lot saltier than I think I'm used to now these days. I don't know if it's gotten
oh,
more or if my
sodium
palate is
bomb?
just
Are we talking sodium
yeah, kind
bomb?
of a sodium bomb. And yeah, I guess I'm.
Ooh. All right, let's go back to the Twitter account belonging to Chipotle and
Now
see
that I've
what they be
disparaged
tweeting.
them.
You know what? You know what? They might be that much further removed from advertising on the Your Pal Hal show now that you've talked about your displeasure. But you know what? I'm glad you shared your truth.
Shared my truth. That made me butt sick.
Oh boy. Uh, Got the hookup on a spot where they make food right in front of you. Yeah, that's Chipotle. Trying to pay for queso blanco? Don't even think about it. Get free queso blanco. Entree purchase required. All right. Free queso blanco. February we missed that already. It's already up. Are tweeting Chipotle account from my personal like it's going to make a difference. Okay, that's a little inside baseball from their social media folks. Opens Chipotle doors. Cool. Now I don't have to work out. That's kind of funny. Heavy doors. That's a heavy door on the Chipotle. Heavy door. Heavy door on the Chipotle. Those doors, they're heavy. Okay, BTS, they're Chipotle retweeting BTS Army. You know what? Not a bad idea for Chipotle because there's a lot of people like K-pop, a lot of people like BTS. So Chipotle riding that train. They know where their grass is buttered. They're like, this is not their first rodeo. All right, let's keep scrolling. Oh, go up for just a titch. Oh, there we go. Uh, uh, U.S. BTS Army partnering with. Well, I think they wanted to say Chipotle on something big tonight, but it says Chicotle. So if it's a partnership, you know, I want to spell your partner's name correctly there. All right, Chipotle discount code for. Let's keep scrolling tomorrow. All right, so some deal. Good morning, Tannies. Is Tannies fans of something? What are Tannies? Is that fans of maybe a particular band? Yeah, but Chipotle really big in the K-pop realm right here. All right, let's keep Travis.
Seeing the what's the not inflection point, but the origin of Chipotle. I think one of the members of
Uh,
BTS did call it
oh,
Chipotle, and now as they do, they're gonna run with
oh,
that.
oh.
Oh.
Very good, very good. Oh, taking a page out of Travis's book. Instead of black or pinto, we say two bean or not two bean. Nicely done. Yeah, maybe double up the beans. You're keto. What do you even eat? Us. Bam. Big old Chipotle burrito bowl. That's what I'm talking about. Keto salad. Oh, the keto salad bowl. All right, all right. Vegans, vegetarians, keto people, whole 30 people, paleo people, high protein people. We have 11 lifestyle bowls. 11 lifestyle bowls only available for online or in store app ordering. You know what? They didn't have a bowl dedicated to my lifestyle. Angry loner. Where's your angry loner bowl, Chipotle? Just kidding. I'm neither angry nor alone. Well, you know what? I have my moments. Every once in a while, it's like, Hal, what are you up to? And I might say, oh, just being angry and alone. But that's only one of many moments. Don't get nervous, everybody. That's few and far between. All right. Out. Minimalist tattoos. In. Tattooing yourself to the point that you resemble a Chipotle bag. Okay. Okay. It's true. It's true. Just like, the amount of 20 somethings I see on my timeline whose arms are dotted with random tattoos. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. Chipotle says, pretending like I don't care so my delivery gets here quicker. Come on, baby, get here with my Chipotle. Daddy needs his medicine. Chipotle. Promoting their website. Just try it. Chipotle.com. Oh, and we got threads here. Someone on TikTok said it was good. So you want to click on that tweet, Travis, and see what they were referring to? We're rolling the dice here. What is that tweet attached to? Is it attached to something? Oh, there we go. Let's see. Best ways to convince a carnivore to try plant-based chorizo. Just tell them it's chorizo and see if they notice. Pea protein for the gains. Okay. It's deep and rich. All right. Thank you. Thank you for obliging that, Travis. I want to pop back in and see. My mom, Deborah Rudnick, says, too many people handle the food at Chipotle. Interesting. You know what? I mean, they wear gloves, and nowadays they're wearing masks. So, yeah. But I hear ya. You gotta. There's more than one chef in the kitchen at Chipotle. More than one chef. No more Chipotle meal picks. We need to get more feet in the line picks. Chipotle, taking a page out of Quentin Tarantino's book, takes off fedora McGuac. That's very funny. Very funny. A little play on Milady. Lance Briggs, who wore it best? What do we got here? Yay, nay? Oh, Kurt Warner in a silver puffy jacket, or a Chipotle in its silver wrapper. Very nice, very nice. Kurt Warner dressed like a Chipotle burrito. So, you know what? Of many of the, out of, like we've looked at a lot of fast food, fast casual dining establishments and their Twitter presence. I gotta say, Chipotle, I enjoy the jocularity. Not afraid to make a joke. Not afraid to be a little silly as they're trying to promote their brand and franchise out until you look at the skyline and can't not see a Chipotle. But I enjoy it. Not a bad Twitter account there. And that is our Twitter deep dive, Chipotle. And I joke about this sometimes, like, oh, this is making me super hungry. Now I am literally, like, after our show, Travis, everybody, after this show, I am thinking about going to the Chipotle, which is like half a mile away from where I live right here. It is 12:21. Yes, Travis?
Even me. Like, I saw that burrito and I'm like, oh, no. They're going to suck me back in.
The water's fine. Come on back.
I didn't move to Los Angeles to go to Chipotle.
Oh, you know what? That's a great point, because Los Angeles has a lot of great different cuisines, and the Mexican food in Los Angeles, oh, so good. My wife and I went to our favorite Mexican spot last night, actually. Noted wife guy. We went over to Lares in Santa Monica, and I had a margarita and a tostada. A margarita and a tostada. and great chips, and yeah. But so much good Mexican food, but Chipotle is, Chipotle is fast, reasonably inexpensive,
Mm-hmm.
and also sometimes you feel healthier, slightly healthier if you just get the brown rice
Yeah.
and I don't get when I go to Chipotle, I don't get cheese or sour cream. Don't get cheese or sour cream.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know. I fool myself into thinking I'm being healthier, whereas it's a sodium filled belly bomb, I guess. There you go. There you go.
What doesn't kill you these
Oh,
days?
what doesn't kill you these days? All right. So we spent a lot of time today talking about bad news, okay? Which is, yeah, the potential lighting the fuse of World War III, God forbid, or the Russian invasion of Ukraine. It's a real bummer. It brings the room down, all right? So now we are going to do a brand new segment called the Timeline Cleanse. What we're going to do here, we're going to read a few headlines off of Chirons that Travis is going to put out here and act like there's some good news in the world. All right? Let's see how this goes. This is a nice timeline cleanse. So hopefully, maybe you can like put on some light music as we're doing this. Just sit back and smile because your timeline is being cleansed. Travis, go ahead and share some of these chirons for the timeline cleanse. It's going to feel good. Baby craps pants. You know what? That's new. That is the kind of news we're talking about on the timeline. There's a baby wearing little pants with probably a diaper in it, and he crapped them. All right, baby craps pants. All right, that's a little gross. I don't know, but you know what? It's better than talking about war. Better than talking about war. This is the timeline cleanse. Let's see another one on the timeline cleanse. Pup, uh, pups crap in house. Okay, I mean, okay. Puppies are cute. I love pups. I have two dogs. Used to have three. Uh, Pups crap in house. All right, naughty dog. But it's better than talking about war. It's a timeline cleanse. Grass Puddle says, "Did the baby eat at Chipotle?" Listen, baby gonna crap when a baby gonna crap. But I don't, I don't, I don't know if the baby was old enough to eat Chipotle. So that's a good question, Grass Puddle. We'll get. I'll try to get back to you on that. I have no additional information about the baby. All right, so let's see. This is the timeline cleanse. Cute kitty craps these are all crap related. It seems we're not. We're less cleansing the timeline than filling the timeline with crap, but still better than war. Better than war. You know what? Crap greater than symbol war. Crap is better than war. I'm saying it. Kitty craps and litter box. All right. Maybe there's some non-crap related ones. Travis, what do we got? Man craps it in Cheesecake Factory stall. This one's weird, specific. It's not an image I want to think about. I don't like it. Man craps and Cheesecake Factory. I don't even know if this is cleansing the timeline anymore. Travis. Okay.
All right, I've got a science one here. This is going to be like a
Okay,
this is neat.
good.
This
Good,
is
good,
about
good.
discovery. This is about breaking new ground. All right, here we go.
All right, science. Astronaut craps in space diaper. Now,
He boldly went.
he boldly went where I hope no man went before, and by that I mean I hope no one else crapped in that space diaper before he crapped in that space diaper, or she, or they, But that's. But maybe it wasn't even, as we learned from a troubling news story about the astronaut that drove cross country wearing a diaper to see their ex. Like, it could be an astronaut wearing a space diaper in a non-space situation. But yeah, we're literally, we are cleansing the timeline of war and filling it with crap. Any more, Travis? Any more?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I've got a nice nature piece here. It's animals. It's conservationist. It's
Okay. Okay. We got a nature. This is a nice nature. Bear craps and woods. I mean, that's a classic. We probably should have started with that. That one should have been a little higher up on the list, perhaps. Bear craps and woods. I mean, that's an all timer. That's an all timer. It's like that's what you ask people. Does the Pope wear a funny hat? Does a bear crap in the woods? All right, bear craps and woods. That is, I mean, that is a lovely nature picture. All right, what cowboy craps an outhouse? I mean, do cowboys still crap in outhouses? Maybe, probably, like when you're out
this
on the
one
range,
did.
I guess. Yeah, that one did. That one did. Cowboy craps. We are filling the time. We are can you say that we're cleansing the timeline? Can you say it? I don't know if you can say it. I don't know if you can say that we're cleansing the timeline. Something's happening with the timeline right now. Travis, there can't be there can't be any more. There can't be any more, can there? Oh, producer Travis ate Chipotle. Crapped. Oh no. Oh no. Wow. We really crapped up the timeline. But you know what? Better than war. Crap is better than war. I think we learned a valuable lesson today on the Your Pal Hal show. That was the timeline cleanse. Travis, what do you think? Should we do that again sometime? Should we do the timeline cleanse again sometime?
Sure. Yeah, sounds great. I had a great time.
This is a movement, not a segment, says Grass Puddle.
Wow.
I see what you did there, Grass Puddle.
Wow.
And I like it. I like it. That was the timeline cleanse. Some fake headline chyrons. And yeah, the timeline, it's like we took some sage and we burned some sage around the timeline. And now let's keep it moving. It's 12:30 right here in the home office in Los Angeles, California. Okay, taking you up till 1 o'clock. And now it's time for a little bit of, a fun segment, and you never know what you're going to get. This is Ask Reddit. Ask Reddit. And we're gonna jump into Reddit. I'm gonna scroll through Reddit. I'm gonna read this question. And the question is, this is a fun one. I like this. You know I love movies. You know I love TV. And this question is, what movie have you watched over 3 times? What movie have you watched over 3 times? I'm going to ask Travis first. Travis, what movie have you watched over 3 times?
Kung Pao, Enter the Fist.
Kung Pao, Enter the Fist. Kung Pao, Enter the Fist. Very nice.
Kirk, seen it.
Oh, yeah.
You
talked about that a while ago, and I confused it with Foot Fist Way for a moment.
Oh, yeah.
Very good, movie. Very good. Yeah, my answer, I'll just, this is the one that I've probably watched the most. Goodfellas. I've watched Goodfellas just countless times. Rob Schaefer, back to the timeline cleanse, saying these are these headlines are a timeline cleanser is really close to the line of false advertising. Well, I especially appreciate Rob Schaefer letting us know that, because Rob Schaefer is the official attorney of the Your Pal Hal Show, and I do not want to get dinged for false advertising. So thank you for that, Rob Schaefer. Oh, my mom chiming in. What movie have you watched more than 3 times? And I'd love to hear from everybody and anybody who's hanging out with us today. My mom says Casablanca. Casablanca, an amazing film. I know a lot of folks who haven't, or I've talked to people who hadn't or haven't seen Casablanca, and they're like, I'm not into old movies. Or, you know what? Start with Casablanca. It's just so good. It's just so emotional and powerful and well done and just filled with intrigue. Yeah, Casablanca, absolutely worth it. Humphrey Bogart at the height of his powers. Ingrid Bergman, yeah, the whole 9 yards. Great stuff from my mom. And oh, by the way, shout out to Eric who just joined the stream. Welcome to the party. Want to say what's up to Henry, Juan, Rowan, Abigail, Robbie. Thank you for being here. Part of the Your Pal Hal show here on Backchannel. Oh, another one from my mom. Wizard of Oz. All right. I am going to jump in to the Ask Reddit thread and let's see what they're talking about. Rob Schaefer chiming in with some great flicks, to watch. Rob Schaefer chiming in with Stripes, Blues Brothers, and Blazing Saddles. I watch them all at least once a year. I mean, all classics. Man, the training sequence, the first half of Stripes. I mean, all of Stripes is great, but the first half of Stripes, chef's kiss. So good, but the whole thing's real good. Grass Puddle says, nice, Rob. Blues Brothers is my number one. Nice. Love it. So quotable, so classic. Blues Brothers, good stuff. All right, let's see what the folks in this Reddit thread have to say. All right, which movie have you watched more than 3 times and you would love to watch over and over? First entry here, Tree Embracer, as opposed to Tree Hugger. This is Tree Embracer. Every few years I rewatch Kiki's Delivery Service because I feel it's such a great coming-of-age story and deals with figuring out one's place in the world and their passion. Great reminder for when I feel stuck in a rut. Am I the only one that does not know Kiki's Delivery Service? I don't know it. All right. I guess it's Miyazaki. Or is it from Studio Ghibli? I'm not sure. Anyway, I do not know Kiki's Delivery Service. Painted Saint says The Mummy. Not the new one, but the one with Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz he says Rachel Weisz in peak hotness. I mean, you could also say that, yeah, Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz, peak hotness. But I enjoy their work anytime. That comes from Painted Saint. And yeah, definitely not the new one. Like, I don't think anyone is saying, oh, that Tom Cruise mummy movie is my guilty pleasure watch movie that I want to watch over and over again. Said no one. Ever. Cool. Emperor's New Groove. Now, I just got alerted. I am not on the Emperor's New Groove train. And maybe I need to get my groove in order because since I am not there. But Emperor's New Groove, I didn't realize how big this movie was or is amongst a lot of maybe millennials and Gen Z. It was, I guess, a late 90s, a little bit lesser Disney offering, but it's got a contingent of fans. And it also has the great Eartha Kitt. You know her as Catwoman from the 1960s Batman TV show, in addition to Julie Newmar, the great sultry Eartha Kitt voicing a character in that. So, The Emperor's New Groove. Scrolling through this list of movies that people watch over and over again. Oh, here's a great one. Just a great comedy and just spin on a genre movie. Shaun of the Dead. Must have watched it at least 20 times. Good stuff. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. There's another spin on the horror genre. Nicely done. Grasspuddle saying Emperor's New Groove as a fascinating documentary. Interesting. Oh. Let's see. Marlon just joined the stream from California. Welcome to the party. By the way, anyone listening, I would love to hear, is there a movie that you love watching over and over again? Is there a movie that you have seen more than 3 times? Let us know. You can chat with us by getting your smart device's attention, using the magic word say, and then throwing in whatever you want after that. So, smart device, say, I've watched Star Wars a bunch of times. Smart device, say, I watched Billy Bob Thornton in Sling Blade a bunch of times. Smart device, say, Friday the 13th, the original, or whatever it is, whatever your movie is, I want to hear. Or you can chat with us on YouTube, let us know, or you can go to backchannel.tv. Let us know what movie you've seen multiple times, more than 3 times. We want to know. All right. Continuing with this thread, what are some other films that people just can't get enough of? Jurassic Park says Armin Tans on Reddit. And then Mors Imperator responds to them. Jurassic Park is the only movie I can confidently say I've watched more than 100 times. Impressive. 100 times. Clever girl. Groundhog Day. Love Groundhog Day. Fruffney Films chimes in Jurassic Park. Yeah, Fruffney. Good to see you back here, by the way. Yeah, Jurassic Park. I mean, a game changer, a classic. Some next level Spielberg right there. Groundhog Day. Yeah, that's some good stuff. Ooh, someone, great minds think alike. Georginald says Blazing Saddles, just like our pal Rob Schaefer, watched at least, at the very, very least 20 times, could easily watch most days. Good stuff. Hot Fuzz. Listen, another part of the Cornetto trilogy, Edgar Wright, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, also World's End. Hot Fuzz, it's one of my comfort movies. That and The Thing. Oh, The Thing, classic, John Carpenter. ETA, thank you for the gold. Side note, it makes me very happy that so many of you love both of these films as much as I do. The quotes and the discussions are really making my day. There you go. Princess Bride. Oh, so many people love Princess Bride. Another classic fairy tale, romantic comedy. Not on the list of romantic comedies that we read a couple of weeks ago or last week in honor of Valentine's Day, and Rob Schaefer was steamed. Princess Bride, a great one. I know so many folks who just can't get enough of Princess Bride. Fruffney Films, I've watched Tremors more than 20 times. Wow. Very well. You know what? I haven't seen Tremors in years. A great, weird, little, unique genre, kind of horror creature film. Good stuff there. Continuing, we're looking at Reddit, and we are going through movies that people have watched more than 3 times or could just watch anytime over and over again. Back to the Future. Back to the Future. Yep, an all-time classic. Robert Zemeckis' Back to the Future. That's a good one. That's a good one. This is kind of nice because like there are movies and shows out there that people might that you might watch. Listen, it's all escapism, but to put you in a better mood. And Tankin88 has a nice post here. Wall-E. And they say, Wall-E works when I'm happy, tired, hungover, sad, mad, etc. I remember I saw Wall-E in the at the Disney El Capitan Theater here in Los Angeles, which is a kind of cool experience, especially like whether you're an adult or a kid. If you have kids, it's a great experience. They put on a little show before the most screenings. And it's a lot of fanfare, pomp and circumstance. It's pretty cool. But I saw Wall-E there. Yeah, Wall-E, a delightful Pixar offering for sure. Rob Schaefer is still mad about Princess Bride not being on the best romantic comedies list that we read. I think it was from Variety. Grass Puddle, RoboCop. Love me some RoboCop. One sec. Hold that thought. I love me some RoboCop. That's my RoboCop figure. And putting it back. Fruffney says, and like most people, I'd say I've watched Home Alone tons, almost every Christmas. Okay, to that, Fruffney Films, like you're jarring some stuff loose here. It's a Wonderful Life and Christmas Story. I'm like I call me a basic B, but on Christmas, I will watch It's a Wonderful Life and Christmas Story every year. I will put it on and I'll just jump in the middle, or I'll jump in at the beginning, or jump in at the end. And Holly Gutierrez is in the house. Holly, great to see you here. Elf is my fave. Elf is an absolute classic. Elf is a modern classic, and so these holiday related movies. I have a holiday related. I think I probably talked about this ad nauseum, like around the right around the new year. But I love the Twilight Zone marathon. That's a different. But every year I will jump in over like that the New Year's Day and January 2nd, and just binge Twilight Zone. It takes me back to a familiar place. Fruffney Films saying, weren't you in RoboCop, Hal? Yes, there was a RoboCop remake that people did here in Los Angeles, and I did get to be in a RoboCop scene robbing the liquor store, and then RoboCop came in and blew me away. And I remember I had to pick a pair of pants and clothes that I didn't mind getting completely covered in fake blood. That was super fun. And RoboCop in that scene was played by WWE superstar, former WWE superstar, Intercontinental and Tag Team Champion John Morrison. The Monday Night Delight, a.k.a. John Morrison. And that film, these comedians put it together. They got different comedians or different filmmakers to shoot scene by scene every scene in the movie RoboCop. And then they took all these separate scenes and edited them together into their own RoboCop remake. It was very rad, a very super rad experience. All right, a couple of more on this Reddit thread, couple more here. Yeah, a lot of Wall-E love. The Fifth Element, there you go. Luc Besson, Fifth Element. Lord of the Rings. I still want to take a day and watch all 3 Rings movies. That is on my list of things to do. My Neighbor Totoro, some good Studio Ghibli stuff there. Galaxy Quest, yeah, Galaxy Quest, and my pals from that my pals from Screen Junkies were and fandom were involved in a Galaxy Quest documentary that's worth checking out. So Galaxy Quest. Fruffney says, "No way, that's cool." Survivors, John Morrison. Yes, John Morrison, super good dude, super good dude. I have the pleasure of knowing him. Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. Can I make a little admission here? You know, if I could just be, honest, like all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies run together for me a little bit. And I'm just like if you said, "Oh, do you remember this scene?" I might say yes. And then if you ask, "Do you know which Pirates movie it's from?" No. No. Just like a lot of the Harry Potter runs together for me because I've only seen each of them once, I think. I mean, I've watched bits and pieces. Like, I'll catch it because the Harry Potter movies are on all the time. But, like, I couldn't say, in this movie, X, Y, and Z happens. Next movie, X, Y, and Z. I mean, I could tell you where, like, the big Voldemort fight happens, Deathly Hallows. Some are just clear. But yeah. There's a little fuzziness. There's a little kind of blur together there. Grass Puddle says the RoboCop extended scene of the mugger on YouTube is great. Nice. Oh, Lanulayan says Mean Girls and I Love You Man. Mean Girls and I Love You Man. Very nice. Good stuff right there. Mean Girls and I Love You Man. Couple of funny films. Shawshank Redemption. Yes. Classic. Yeah, we're like Memory Lane. We are nailing some classics here. Fight Club and Princess Bride immediately come to mind from Kick Out the Jams 1. Very nice. Oh, here's Tremors. Yeah, and like one of the cool things about Tremors, like they call it like one of the best kind of bad movies ever made. Yeah, it definitely has B movie vibes, but they did something. They did something right. Fruffney commenting on the Pirates movies. They get diluted by being too many. First Pirates is cool. First Fast and Furious is great, but just get forgotten in the amount of sequels. It's true. I feel like Fast and the Furious had a nice kind of revamp once The Rock came aboard, but then all those started to kind of blend together. So yeah, I absolutely feel you on that. All right, it is 12:49. We're in the home stretch here on the Your Pal Hal show. Those are some movies that people have seen more than 3 times. And that's one of the beautiful things. Ask Reddit, polling the masses. Movies, they are comfort food. That's why we go back to them. That's why we love them. And I enjoyed just thinking about it is just cool. And seeing what everybody's into movies. I mean, just thinking about more. All of the especially. Some of the new Star Wars, but all of the original trilogy, the original Star Wars trilogy, I've lost count of the amount of times I've seen. Fruffney says, also, if you are a parent, you probably will watch movies you don't care about multiple times over. I've seen Elmo in Grouchland too many times. Right on. Parenthood. It's gonna make you watch and become familiar with a lot of shows and movies. Like my friend Dominic Flores the other day mentioned. He's far too familiar with Peppa Pig than he cares to be because he has 4 kids. So there you go, Fruffney. I feel you on that one. Let's see. Do we have time for one story from Newser. One story. I found this one weird. I just want to see what the heck is happening here. Could we go to that meteorite story, Travis? Can you bring up that meteor? This is from the site Newser. I just saw this headline, and I'm like, what now? Doghouse hit by meteorite sells for more than meteorite. Rocky's former shelter goes for $44,000. All right. Okay, so there's this doghouse that survived a hit from a meteorite, and the article reads, a doghouse that was hit by a meteorite in 2019 sold for $44,000 at an auction, well below Christie's high estimate of $300,000, but more than enough to get Rocky, a German Shepherd in Costa Rica, a new home. My first question when I was offered the dog shed for auction was Rocky okay? James Hyslop, head of the Science and Natural History Department of Christie's, tells the BBC. I'm pleased to report that other than now being Sans dog shed, he's doing just fine. The meteorite itself was sold for $21,000. Less than half what was paid for the wooden doghouse, which has a prominent hole in its tin roof. Hyslop says the doghouse fetched more because the things that have been hit by meteorites are a lot rarer than space rocks themselves. Objects hit by meteorites are extraordinarily rare. As an event, it is astronomically unlikely. We are aware of only a handful of these objects in private hands, he tells CNN. Other than lots at the Deep Impact Martian, lunar, and other rare meteorites. Sale included a bean-sized fragment of a meteorite that fell on a town in England last year, BBC reports. The 1.7-gram fragment of the Winchcombe meteorite fetched $12,600, more than 100 times what the same weight of gold would cost. There you go. And as far as that doghouse getting hit, to quote Fruffney Films, damn, that's rough. Fruff, I like what you did there. Folks, you know what? We have come to the end of another delightful installment of the Your Pal Hal program. One segment left. That segment's known as rejected segments. You know, we did a lot of stuff on the show today. Some good, some full of crap. But this segment, officially not worthy of being in the show. And this segment was Hal quietly reminisces about something and makes occasional weird noises. Hal quietly reminisces about something and makes occasional weird noise. And like, it would have been, trust me, it would have been about 5+ minutes of me going like this. Oh, yeah. Oh, uh-huh.
Hey, Hal.
Yeah, Travis.
What you thinking about?
About this time when I was walking through a field. There were some daisies. It was a bright sunny day. And then there was a little cloud in the sky and there was a sun shower. But I didn't have to run. It just felt good. It was refreshing. And then I picked up a dandelion and blew and sent its little... Folks, it is time to get out of here. That was a rejected segment that we really went down the rabbit hole with. Fruffney Films, yes, that was a little bit avant-garde. Please, join us again tomorrow. I really appreciate everyone being here with us today, and I would love to see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. on the West Coast, 2 p.m. on the East Coast. Appreciate everyone who was here and participated in the show. Thank you to everyone at Backchannel. Thank you, producer Travis, for holding it down. Stay tuned for some good stuff. The Drive with Mario Smith. Hop on in, folks. Mario's going to take you for the drive. Enjoy, and I'll talk